As we depart the Kahului Airport, you can see Kanaha Beach below. It's a very popular windsurfing beach here on Maui because of the near-ideal sailing conditions year-round. Coming up on the left, the twin cities of Kahului and Wailuku. Wailuku is the county seat of Maui, Lanai, Kaho'olawe, and Molokai. Kahului is the city of commerce with the only deep water harbor and of course the airport where you most likely first arrive. We're now presently flying around the base of the West Maui Mountains. This half of the island first erupted 1.5 million years ago and now stands 5,700 feet above sea level. Coming up is the Waihe'i Valley, second wettest spot on Earth, averaging over 400 inches of rainfall each year. The deepest valley in the West Maui Mountains, extending from the shoreline a distance of 10 miles. Notice the light-colored trees along the ridges and valley walls. These are kukui nut, better known as the candle nut tree. They were used by the ancient Hawaiians in hollowed-out bamboo poles, where they would light the nut and use it as a torch, enabling them to see in the darkness. And when polished and strung around their neck, the kukui nut was used as a form of adornment. These are a few of the many uses for the kukui nut, the state tree of Hawaii. There are many hidden waterfalls back here you can only reach by helicopter. Coming up is an area of waterfalls known as Keyhole, one of my favorites. We are presently in the backwall area of the valley. Rain at higher elevations seeps down through the porous lava, forming these cascading waterfalls known as the Wall of Tears. This grove of Norfolk pines was planted by the crew of Captain Cook so they could have an ample supply of masts for their tall ships. It was a method that explorers practiced throughout their travels. Highway 30 below can take you all the way around West Maui. You can make this drive by car when the weather is clear, if not, four-wheel drive is recommended. These rugged sea cliffs are the result of heavy surf battering the stretch of coastline. Coming up is Kahakaloa, nicknamed Little Gibraltar by the villagers who reside in the remote community located at the base of the rock formation. That's the island of Lanai across the channel on our left, commonly referred to as the Pineapple Island. It was purchased in 1922 by the Knoll Pineapple Company for $3 million. They've been growing pineapple there ever since. Pineapple will take 18 to 22 months before it's ready for harvest. And in the following year, each plant yields one and occasionally two more fruit per plant. They are normally smaller and sweeter the second year, and in the third they have to replant. Unlike the mechanized crop of sugarcane, the pineapple is primarily harvested by hand. We're presently over the Kaanapali Resort area. The first hotel to be built here was the Sheraton. It was built right on top of a volcanic cinder cone, which is referred to as Black Rock. They do cliff diving here around sunset each night, and it's also a popular area for snorkeling. Lahaina, just ahead, was the first capital of Hawaii. The name Lahaina means cruel sun. The mountains block the trade winds, and it can become very hot here in the summer. It's always been a popular seaport. Peak activity occurred here in 1850. Whaling ships frequented these waters, and as many as 400 were anchored offshore at one time. On our left is the Pioneer Sugar Mill, where they process the cane into raw sugar before being shipped to the mainland for refining. Now we're going to head back up the West Maui Mountains before crossing over into East Maui. This is the drier side of West Maui, so the valley will not appear quite so lush. This is the Laniopoko Mountain. As we enter the valley, notice the little side canyons being cut at right angles to the main ventricle. This is purely a result of water erosion over hundreds of thousands of years. The island of Maui was first formed by the eruption of two volcanoes. The lava flows joined, forming the Central Valley below, which now contains the largest sugar plantation in the state of Hawaii. Below is Haleakala Crater, 10,023 feet in height, 2.5 miles wide, and 7 miles long. It's large enough in the center to hold the entire island of Manhattan, more than 19 square miles. From the top of the crater to the floor, it drops in elevation 3,000 feet. Coming up on the left is Science City, co-located with a National Observation Weather Station, satellite receivers, and a laser tracking system. There's also a launching pad for hang gliders. Science City is where they monitor the activity of the crater. It is a dormant volcano, able to erupt at any time. The last eruption was a mere 200 years ago, a relatively short time, geologically speaking. There are trails below for hiking and horseback riding, and also cabins for remaining overnight with availability through the National Park Service. This is the beginning of the rainforest, where over 200 inches of rain falls annually. This is definitely a contrast to the south side of Maui, where only 15 to 20 inches may occur. Coming up are the 7 sacred pools, once part of the Lindbergh estate. Extending from the shore up the valley, there are over 20 pools in all, with absolutely nothing sacred about any of them. This is the Hana Ranch, largest cattle producing ranch per acre in the world. Approximately 4,000 acres and 3,500 head of cattle. It also supports the only hotel on the east side of Maui. Nestled in the bay is the beautiful village of Hana, birthplace of Queen Ka'ahumanu, King Kamehameha's favorite wife. She was very popular among the islanders. She did much to promote Christianity throughout the islands, and also encouraged men and women to share their meals together, a custom unheard of prior to her reign. We're now approaching the Hana Airport, our destination. We will stop here to visit the state park of Waianapanapa, which translated means shimmering water. Here we'll visit Maui's only black sand beach.
Oh, that's cool.
Here is one of Maui's most spectacular year-round shoreline waterfalls. It's called Hanavi, another one of my favorites. To our left is a 140-acre macadamia nut plantation owned by motion picture and television star Jim Nabors. The Kenai Peninsula below is where they grow taro. Its root is used in the making of corn, an important food staple of the Hawaiians. But unless you've started at the early age of life, you may never appreciate its taste. Maui, 55 miles in length, is comprised of 617 curves and 56 one-lane bridges. One of the most scenic drives in the world, especially when viewed from above. I would like to take this opportunity to thank you for flying with us today. It's been my pleasure having you aboard. On behalf of our staff, we hope you enjoy your stay on Maui, and when you return home, have a safe and pleasant journey. Aloha and mahalo nui loa.